put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 I'm finna. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. You on the positive, no more cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend call, want me alone. Got my bitches to be your home, and I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Hurt Bucky a goner. Hurt get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Up in a stunt.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set of dying them streets through the boy. I lay hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, broke really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, broke, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, broke, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Young now. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved for week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here in Vegas. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And shedding the tackle and now some room. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Ritter. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, Young. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete to Tony. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets the check down throw to White. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's White. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, 64 yards. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That went out wide and intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, 36 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Raiders 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ritter now. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ritter to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, 42 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that'll be caught by Tony.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Flushed out right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter from the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes it right side to right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
A run to begin the second half with White.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Back to throw now on first down.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on second and long. Ritter steps away to his left.
This is caught by Tucker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Open man right side, Myers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 13 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket. only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Young going to give to Brooks. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, it was all on display there, that type of run, the type of run that attracted Carolina to Jonathan Brooks. Smooth, excellent vision, elusive. He's got it all.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Once again, it's Brooks down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Xavier Leggett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Tucker. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, 50 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Young now. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taken in at the 22. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw, Ritter. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. And a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ritter now. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Raiders on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running out of the gun with White. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Desmond Ridder, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Ridder will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now here's Young. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Raiders 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ritter to throw it. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Raiders 35. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10. Ritter. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Here's second down.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.